Well, hello, 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 everybody. How is everybody doing? It's Friday, it's Friday, it's Friday. It's the weekend, baby. What's up, squaddies? What's up, Success Squad? How is everybody doing tonight? Are you feeling good? I am. Reach out and touch somebody in the chat. Say hello because we are family. Give each other hugs and kisses. Say hello to everybody in the world of success. I see that the usual suspects are in the house. Miss Lydia, I see you. How are you doing tonight? I just love the Success Squad. I love you. I love you. I love you. Church Nelly is in the house. Fancy Fancy, how are you doing? Hey Joan, Commonwealthier, how are you? Susie Q, how are you doing? Fancy Fancy, I see you. I see you, Fancy Fancy. Bony Mighty, I like that. I like that. Lucy Wynn, how are you doing? I see you. Miss Beverly, I see you. Sussex Squad is in the house. Aren't we in the house, y'all? We are in the house. Miss Carolyn, I see you. Ursula, I see you. I want to give as many shout outs as I can. Rochelle, I see you. Sonia, how are you doing? Mr. Kenneth, I see you. Lisa, Miss Lisa, I see you. Is it Tupe? Tupi? How are you? Let me give you a highlight just in case I'm saying your name wrong. Faith. Faith, you is that O1? How are you? I see you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Miss Diane, how are you doing? Veronica, how are you doing? Of course, I got to give a shout out to Marshar. How are you? Is it Suprina? How are you doing? I see you. Miss Beverly, hello, hello, hello. We are giving people some time to join the chat, the Sexist Talk, Megan's World podcast, special edition of Sexist Talk. We are going to have a family chat about our faves. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex, Harry and Meghan, right? They fed us good last week. And some things happened this week. They were kind of quiet this week, which is a good thing. It's interesting because they're quiet, but the news that is created around them is always loud, isn't it? Isn't it always loud? Megan, she's been quiet. She's been home. I'm pretty sure taking care of her babies, minding her business, right? But she's always in the news. All right, I see some new faces. I see some new names in the chat. So welcome, welcome, welcome to Success Talk. We are Megan's World Podcast. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. That's what we are. Megan's World Podcast, also known as Megan, Duchess of Advocacy World Podcast, Some people feel that that name is a little too long. They say that name is a little too long. Special K Thoughts, it's a little long. It's a little long. So, Megan's World podcast on Friday nights, we have Success Talk, where we have a live podcast. So, those of you, if this is the first time that you're joining us, welcome, welcome, welcome. We are giving people some more time to enter this live chat. In the meanwhile, make sure that you hit the thumbs up button. If you have not subscribed, make sure that you hit the subscribe button. And also in the chat, I want to see some flowers. I want to see some roses. I want to see some hand claps. I hope you guys bought your adult beverages. And it could be water, it could be tea, it could be Diet Coke, it could be Diet Pepsi, it could be some lemonade. Or if you're like me, it can be a real adult beverage. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Let's see who else. B. Coleman, welcome. Welcome. I see you. Angela Thomas, welcome. Welcome. See, I'm going to go ahead and highlight this one. Is it Hidley Joseph? Hidley Joseph? Welcome. 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 And if I miss you, I am so sorry. Hopefully, I'll catch you back around. Let's see. Auntie Jane, welcome. 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 Man May. Okay. Hey. How are you doing? Mina Ruth. 2093. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me know where you're from. Let me know where you be. Maggie, how are you doing? Welcome, welcome. Miss Dolores, welcome. Miss Joan, I see you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yes, we are a family, aren't we? Winifred, that name doesn't look familiar. Welcome. Dara, how are you doing? I don't think I saw you last week. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Kat Harlem, I see you. Welcome. Sharon, welcome. Welcome to the live chat. Emma, I see you. Oh, I like this one. Or the impossible. No, I remember you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me know where you guys are from. If we have any UK squatties in the house, please let me know. Canada, my North American brothers and sisters, let me know if you're in the house. If anybody's from Australia, let me know you're in the house. Anybody from the Caribbean, let me know. Let me know. Let me know. All right, Wendy, welcome. Tosh, welcome. Good to see you again. How are you doing, Andrea? Miss Gwendolyn, how are you? Welcome. Sistren, how are you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Glad to see you. Terry, how are you? Robin, how are you doing? Okay, this is one I'm not going to be able to pronounce, but I like it because it's original. Welcome. Emmellcee. I like that. All right. I see my flowers. I see my roses. I see my adult beverages. All right. I see my homie, my California homie, Bright Eyes PBJ. Welcome. I'm glad to see you. Oakland, right? Oakland in the house. Dolores, Elizabeth. All right. It's just lovely to see you guys. Are you guys ready for the weekend? I know I am. Whew. All right. Let me know where you're from. I see North Carolina's in the house. Brooklyn, New York is in the house. San Francisco. All right. Another Cali squatty. Of course, South Carolina's in the house. Church Nelly. Of course. Here we go. Here we go. UK. UK squatty is in the house. What time is it in the UK? I always forget. Are you guys 5 hours ahead of us? Eastern Standard Time? God bless you. What is it? 1 o'clock in the morning there? Thank you for staying up and joining us in this live chat. We appreciate it because we are family, aren't we? I see New Jersey is in the house. Chicago. Okay, you were born in Jamaica, but you live in Chicago. Okay. Beverly says, you know what? Damn it, I'm from the USA. Detroit. Okay, so you're in Barbados and you're from London, but you're from London. Okay, welcome. Hey, New Orleans is in the house. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ohio is in the house. We got somebody from the Caribbean. That is awesome. That's right. TGIF, everybody. Somebody's from Texas, baby. Got another person. Okay, Susie Q. So you're from Jamaica, but you're living in Jersey. All right. Well, squatties, you guys know how we do. We're going to have as much fun as possible during this live podcast. So go ahead and get your adult beverages out, get them ready, get your food ready, whatever you're eating. Let's see. Well, here in South Carolina, it's fried fish night. So I had my fish and shrimp, and it was good. It was good. How are you doing, Sarah? Thank you for coming back. And you are from Houston. All right. Oh, okay. We got somebody from Uganda. How are you? Welcome to the chat. I don't want to mess up your first name because I know I'm going to do it. So I'm going to highlight you. Welcome to the chat. Okay. We got somebody from Florida. Your governor is crazy. Okay. I don't know what is wrong with that man, but he is full. Yes, Lindsey Graham needs to go. And I promise you, if I see him in person, I'm going to boo him. I'm going to boo his ass. His punk ass. Church Nelly, don't get me started. It's early in the chat, okay? It's early, but I can't stand Lindsey Graham's punk ass. Somebody needs to punch him in his. Anyway, all right. Squatties, squatties, squatties. Okay, we're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to talk about our faves, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, Harry and Meghan, Has and Megs. All right. Squatties, Sussex Squad. We are in. Hold on a second. Where did my thing go? Oh, my bad. Squatties, Sussex Squad. We are a global squad, aren't we? We are an international squad. We are wide on all sides of the globe, aren't we? Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So we are going to go ahead and get started. But I'm stumbling already. But before we get started, please hit the thumbs up button. And if you have not subscribed to our channel, go ahead and subscribe, please. Appreciate the support. All right. We got over 200 people in the chat, which is awesome. which is awesome. And welcome everybody. But like I said, we're going to go ahead and get started because we're going to have some fun tonight, like we usually do. Okay, we got somebody from Jamaica. I'm still reading the chat because I love reading what you guys are saying in the chat. Okay, we got somebody from Jamaica. Welcome. Oh no. Sorry to hear about that, Myrna. So sorry to hear about your daughter. And we will keep her in our prayers. And thank you for joining us in the live chat. And we definitely will keep your daughter in our prayers. We are a praying squad, aren't we? We are a praying squad. All right. Yeah, I agree. Let's go ahead and get this party started. Let me go ahead and get my slide ready. We're going to go ahead and talk about the people's prince, right? The global prince, Prince Harry. Okay, did you guys catch him in the podcast that he did? Did you guys listen to that? I mean, it was really, really good, right? I mean, he wasn't in there a long time, but it was good. It was a good podcast, and I love what Prince Harry had to say. I really, really did. Prince Harry, the people's prince, the global prince, our favorite prince. Don't we all just love Prince Harry? Don't we love him? Oh, and by the way, if you see any trolls in the chat, block their asses out. Some of you are moderators. I don't know which ones, but many of you are. So if you see any trolls in the chat, block their asses out. Prince Harry, did you guys listen to the podcast that he participated in? Did you guys check that out? Masters of Scale with Red Hoffman. Okay. Prince Harry did an appearance on that. He spoke on that. Masters of Scale with Red Hoffman, which is on Spotify. Okay. And Prince Harry was on there, and also Alex, who is the founder of Better Up. Okay, we all know Alex, right? So in this podcast, Prince Harry, he described how when he, was in the military, right? He was in the military barracks with another British soldier who had, he had some type of injury. And this soldier, he was physically shaking, unable to make eye contact with Prince Harry. He was visibly suffering. And this soldier was diagnosed with PTSD, right? And of course, PTSD, it's a global universal diagnosis. It's a global universal term that we're all used to hearing, right? PTSD. All right. So, Prince Harry is describing, this experience that he had. And so apparently, he was going to the barracks in London, and he was a part of this personal recovery unit and that was doing interviews. Okay. And he was meeting with different soldiers. And these soldiers were suffering from different, psychological um, issues, or they had physical injuries. And while interviewing these British soldiers, Prince Harry, he realized while listening to their stories, many of their stories were a reflection of his own story and his own experiences and some of the issues that he was dealing with himself, right? Um, the soldier that Prince Harry was talking about, 4 or 6 months later, Prince Harry met the same soldier again. And this British soldier had just come back from a ski trip. Okay. And Prince Harry, he was saying in the podcast that he had noticed a drastic change uh, in this British soldier. This British soldier, he was completely different. He appeared to be a different person. He appeared to be healed. He was doing so much better. And Prince Harry said during the podcast that it was like he was talking to this soldier's twin brother, but it was actually the same guy, right? And the soldier, like I said previously, he appeared to be completely healed. And Prince Harry was saying that that is the power of sport, right? The power of sport has the ability to completely transform an individual. And when I heard Prince Harry say that, it really struck a chord with me because the power of sport really does, right? Have the ability to completely transform people, right? I mean, look what happens globally, right? Look what happens with the Olympics, right? Look what happens in sports, right? You have people who you have countries who are fighting wars against each other, and they get together at the Olympics for the spirit of friendly competition, right? And everybody gets along. People transform and realize that, hey, this person is not such a bad person after all, right? And people start to have conversations, and people get to know each other, and they realize this person is not my enemy. Okay, and it's the same thing with sports here in the United States. Here in the United States, a lot of race issues here in this country were able to heal through the power of sport. So what Prince Harry was saying was absolutely true. So while Prince Harry had these interactions with these soldiers, and particularly this British soldier, right? He noticed that the power of sport gave this man the ability to completely transform and heal. So Prince Harry is asking the question, right? Why do we call it PTSD? You know, well, we all know why we call it PTSD because it's a diagnosis, right? It's a mental health term. It's a medical term. It's a mental health diagnosis that was deemed by the mental health professionals. But he's digging deeper, okay? And he's asking the question, why? Okay? Why do we call it PTSD? Why are we calling it a disorder? Prince Harry's got a lot of nerve talking about Archie. Remember when Prince Harry said that Archie is at the stage where he's always asking why? Well, Prince Harry, Archie got that mess from you. But like I was saying, Prince Harry is asking, why do we call it PTSD? Why are we calling it a disorder? A disorder. When you label someone with a disorder, it is kind of like saying that they're screwed for the rest of their life. I'm paraphrasing now what he said in the podcast. He's like, why don't we call it an injury? Why not call it PTSI? Right? And his thinking is when people have injuries, people tend to want to get better and fix it. Okay. People are quick to fix injuries, right? When you have a physical injury, say like you got a broken leg or a broken foot, or you broke your neck or you broke your nose, or you got punched in the mouth and one of your tooth or one of your teeth fell out, you're quick to go to the dentist, right? I mean, you're quick to go to the dentist. Okay, if you sprain your ankle, you're quick to go to the doctor. If you break your leg, you're quick to go to the doctor, right? Any physical injury, the response is automatic, right? It's automatic. It's automatic. We automatically go to the hospital or we automatically go to the doctor. But when we're dealing with mental health issues, that's not automatic for a lot of us. A lot of us tend to ignore it and suffer, right? So that's what he's saying. And what Prince Harry, what he's talking about what he's talking about is more than a shift in language. He's talking about a shift in mind change in the way we think, right? And, the simple word change or the simple shift change of disorder to injury can change a person's journey. Okay, Prince Harry realized, based on this experience, he realized that he wanted to help others to make that shift, which inspired him to organize the Invictus Games. Now, I had no idea. I had no idea, okay, about this story. I had no idea that due to his interactions with this particular soldier, that's what inspired him to want to organize the Invictus Games. I thought he just went to the Warrior Games and he was inspired by that, but no, he had like a real life experience with a British soldier. He actually saw how uh, sport had the ability to change a person and heal a person. Okay, so that's powerful. That is very, very powerful. Prince Harry, he said in this podcast that he wanted to use his influence, his platform, and his convening ability to be able to find a cure for not just military service members, but for their families as well. Okay, and he said in this podcast, adopt the right mindset for growth. Okay, let me repeat that again. Adopt the right mindset for growth and smash life. I thought that was excellent. I thought it was so powerful. And Prince Harry went on to say later on in the podcast, that he talked briefly about how he met Alex, who was the founder of Better Up. And Prince Harry, he reported, first of all, he had no idea about Better Up until he moved to the United States, right? And, Prince Harry, he reported that also the way he met Alex was through a mutual friend. And he also talked about how that there are cultural differences between the United States and the UK when it comes to what people think about therapy, what people think about, mental health and actually taking care of your mental health. Americans, you guys know how we do, right? Many of us Americans are more likely to speak openly about getting a therapist. We're more likely to speak openly about our mental health issues, right? And this has not always been the case. This is pretty recent, right? But here in 2022, the majority of us, many of us, are pretty open about it. Now, you do have some people, though, who do suffer in silence, okay? There are still plenty of people out there who suffer in silence when it comes to their mental health issues. But you also have a growing population who are more than likely to discuss their mental health issues and get help. And Prince Harry is saying when it comes to the British population, it's not so much. Okay. So, Prince Harry, he talked about changing the conversation from mental health to mental fitness. And excuse me, he's saying the more that we talk about it, the more we understand it, the more we understand each other, right? And he's saying mental fitness aspect. What can I do to be protective about my mental health? It's all about the cultural mindset. Okay. I mean, let me go back and see what you guys are talking about in the chat. But how many of you guys had a chance to listen to that podcast with Prince Harry? I mean, I thought he was so spot on with that. Um, and it was cool to hear him, right, talk about, tell us the story of why he started the Invictus Games. Okay, it was actually an interaction, one-on-one interaction that he had with a British soldier. So I thought it was great. I really, really did. So if you guys have not listened to that podcast, Masters of Scale with Reed Hoffman, Check it out. It's on Spotify and it's really, really, really good. Okay. Um, Make sure you check that out. All right. How are you guys doing in the chat? What's going on? We're getting ready to move on. So, how is everybody doing? You guys still there? Let me go ahead and take a drink because my throat is itchy. Don't you guys just love Prince Harry? I mean, I just love him. He is just an outstanding guy. All right, we're going to move on and we're going to get into some foolishness because you know how we do. And there's always some foolishness going on when it comes to the successes, right? There's always these external um clowns that feel like they always got to comment, right, on Meghan and Harry, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. So we're gonna get into some foolishness here. We're gonna have a little fun, and we're gonna go ahead and talk about monarchy delusion. Okay, monarchy delusion because squatties, there is a lot of monarchy delusion, isn't there? Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Do you guys understand the words that are coming out my mouth when I say that there is a lot of monarchy delusion? Okay? Because there is. There really, really is. Success Squad. Success Squad. The monarchy. It's in trouble. Okay? It's in trouble. Now, I know that you know that I know that you know that I know that these bottom feeding, cheese eating, groupie royal moo everybody got books, right? Everybody got books coming out about that trash ass royal family, don't they? Doesn't everybody got a book coming out, right? Can you feel me? I mean, everybody got a book coming out. Everybody. And in everybody's book, who do they have to mention? Okay. Let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. Is it possible to write a book about a royal without mentioning Harry and Meghan? Isn't that possible? It's possible, right? I mean, these royal moo they can write books about royals without mentioning Harry and Meghan, right? They don't got to mention them. They don't have to mention them, but they mention them, right? They mention Harry and Meghan. Harry and Meghan are always in the headlines. They're always, right? It's always a picture of them, right? And I'm just like, these people are freaking remedial. I mean, that's what they are. They're remedial. But anyway, like I was saying, these cheese eating, groupie, royal moo everybody got a book coming out. Everybody got a book coming out about one of them trash ass royal family members, or it's about the whole royal family, right? And we all know, right? We all know the agenda is obvious, right? Isn't the agenda obvious? It's obvious. What's the agenda? What the hell is the agenda behind these books? The Cambridges are the next coming, right? The Cambridges, or I should say the Airheads, are the next coming. The Successes are horrible disruptors who didn't want to listen to nobody and are trying to destroy the monarchy. Isn't that the playbook? Or check this out. Harry is a loose cannon that is mentally fragile. And Will is dutiful. However, he can be temperamental at times. Okay? It's okay for Will to be temperamental because he's dutiful. But Harry, no, no, no. He's a loose cannon and he's mentally fragile. Okay. Mama Lena. Okay. Mama Lena is a saint. She's perfect and she will save the monarchy. Right? Meghan. She's angry and wanted to be a Hollywood royal. Yeah, yeah. Meghan, she may have faced some racism. However, it wasn't the monarchy's fault because, it's a thousand-old institution and they are doing their best. They're doing their best, right? How about the code language? The code language, right? Isn't the code language ridiculous? And see, squatters, we understand code language, right? We all understand code language. Harry, he never met a breed like Meghan. Mm. Meghan's TV show Suits was on a ghetto channel. For those of you who don't know in the chat, Suits was on the USA Network. But when it came to Meghan, it's a ghetto channel. Yeah, a ghetto channel. And Meghan, she was angry. Meghan was angry. Mm, mm, mm. Ah, you know, the royal institution, the monarchy, is always going to be successful and continue on. But Meghan and Harry, right now they're struggling. They appear to be struggling. Bitch, in what world are you living in? What world are you living in? Who the hell is struggling? Who is struggling? It's not Harry and Meghan. Monarchy delusion. Who is struggling? No, the monarchy is struggling. These people really honestly think that the global audience is fool. Okay? You mean to tell me that the gruesome twosomes Caribbean tour was a success? That was a success? That was a success. Didn't the Prime Minister of Jamaica tell Will and Kate, the airheads, that the party done? The party done. Jamaica is moving on. Isn't that what he said? Isn't that what he said? He said Jamaica is moving on. Belize, moving on. Bahamas, they released a statement saying that they're discussing it. I think they said that they were discussing it and they were going to bring it up, at a government meeting. I don't know if they're moving on. I need clarity on that because we want to present facts here, right? Ford Fiesta and Weirdo Uncle Eddie. How is that tour going? How is that tour going? Who's struggling? Who? Who is struggling? You got a Prince Andrew, who just You got Prince Andrew, who just paid a woman, an American woman, 12 million pounds. She accused him of sexual abuse, rape, and he paid her 12 million pounds to go away. Who's struggling? Who? Who? Bitch, who's struggling? Let me get a drink. Let me get a drink. My man is smoking cigarettes, but I don't smoke cigarettes. I drink. I need a drink. I get a drink. Squatties, if you're in the chat, take a drink. Who's struggling? Corrupt Chuck. Corrupt Chuck. How many times has his corrupt ass been investigated for selling honors? Isn't Corrupt Chuck underneath investigation right now as we speak? I can't remember what's going on with him, but isn't Corrupt Chuck underneath investigation right now as we speak? Who's who 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 who's struggling? Who? Bitch, is you crazy? Oh, let me tell you something. YouTube gonna get me on this episode, okay? YouTube is gonna get me on this episode. Oh, somebody from Italy? Who's ever from Italy, welcome to the chat. Who who who's struggling? Isn't Corrupt Chuck underneath investigation right now? Didn't they just finish an investigation on him? Yeah, PDO Prince Andrew paid a woman 12 million pounds for sexually abusing, raping a sex trafficked minor who is now a grown woman. No, he didn't admit to guilt. But let me tell you something, damn it. Ain't nobody gonna pay somebody 12 million pounds because they're innocent. He would have fought that shit in court. Who, who, who's struggling? Monarchy Delusion. Monarchy Delusion. What the hell is wrong with these royal moo so-called what the hell is she? Um, and I'm trying to keep this light. Okay? But seriously, really, because I don't want to say her name, but you guys know who I'm talking about. Monarchy Delusion. That bitch is delusional. What the hell are you talking about that Meghan and Harry are struggling? Bitch, did you just not see the Invictus Games? How disrespectful can you be to those disabled veterans? Talk about Harry and Meghan is struggling. What type of drugs are you on? Who's struggling? Has Harry and Meghan been accused of a crime? Has Harry been accused of sexual rape, sexual assault? Has Harry and Meghan been accused of any type of dodgy financial dealings? Who, 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 who's struggling? Has Harry and Meghan been investigated for anything in regards to anything financial? Is Mama Lena being asked to write op-eds by the New York Times and Anita Hill? Anybody important in Britain? Anybody has anybody of influence of importance asked Mama Lena to write an op-ed. Hello? Hello? Who who who's struggling? Who who Monarchy Delusion. That's what's going on. Monarchy Delusion. I mean, they really act like people are fool. They really act like that the global audience is that fool. They may suck that shit up in the UK, okay? But don't nobody outside the UK or Australia believe that bullshit, okay? I mean, anyway. Anyway, like my man, he smoking cigarettes and I'm over here just shaking my head. But like I was saying, everybody got books coming out, right? Everybody got books. Okay. And for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about in the chat, because I'm not going to say her name, but there's a certain person that's got a book that has a book coming out. I think the book's already out, right? The book is already out. Okay. In the book, this person says that Harry and Meghan are struggling. Okay. And that the monarchy is doing fine. And the monarchy will be okay. That's basically what this person is saying. Okay. So like I said, I don't want to say her name, but it's in that book. Okay. Monarchy Delusion. Susie Q, thank you so much for the donation. Exactly. Don't buy it. Don't buy it. It's trash. It's racist, anti-American trash. Okay? And what I love is the fact that a lot of the reviewers have really, especially the American reviewers, have really keened in on how she trashes Meghan. She really goes after Meghan, but Kate is a saint. Kate is perfect. A lot of the American reviewers have keyed in on that and have called her out on that. So that's a good thing. Yes, it is. It's very anti-American, and I wish more American journalists and American writers would call this person out on that. Very anti-American, very. But yet you're trying to sell this book to an American audience. All right, moving on. I just wanted to present to you guys the person that is a saint, that is perfect, that does no wrong. She's going to be the savior of the monarchy. But at the end of the day, as you can see in this picture, don't nobody give a damn. Don't nobody give a damn. Look at this picture. That's the monarchy's savior. Look at my man. My man looked like he about to fall asleep. Right. He looked like he about to straight fall asleep. The young lady in the pink, she like, I don't know, is this lady crazy or what? Like, why am I here? Right? and sister girl in the purple, she like, where my mama at? But that is your savior. Okay, that's who's gonna save the monarchy. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, moving on. I'm having fun. Are you guys having fun? I mean, I know I was going off, but I'm having fun going off because the shit is funny to me. Okay, it's like monarchy delusion. Okay, it's straight monarchy delusion. All right. Now, speaking of royal books, I don't know if you guys caught this because I don't know how many of you guys are on Twitter, but you know, Jabba the Hutt. He got a book coming out about Baldy, right? Baldy's turning 40. Yeah, I know. You're like 40. Yes, Baldy is turning 40, and I know you guys are in the chat are like 40. He looked 62, but no, Baldy's turning 40, and Jabba the Hutt, he's written a book about Baldy. Okay. And this is an excerpt, okay, from the book that that Jabba the Hutt wrote about about Baldy. And like I said, sometimes I wonder, excuse me, how fool are these royal muumuus? Because sometimes they just make no damn sense, like for real. But this is an excerpt that I found in Jabba's book about Baldy. Okay, now listen very, very closely. This is about Prince William. This is about Prince William. Okay. In private, the Duke of Cambridge has a notable short fuse. His fiery temper can blow up at any time, usually when he's frustrated or when he comes to issues regarding his family. Even senior members of his circle will check which way the wind is blowing before becoming too self assured in his presence or raising problematic issues that might be better addressed at another time. Other insiders confide that William can be an emotional character who is, on occasion, difficult to handle. Who is mentally fragile? Who is a loose cannon? Who? Who? Wow. Good job, Jabba. Okay. This right here paints Prince William as a raging lunatic, doesn't it? I mean, he's basically saying that this dude got a fiery temper and he will blow up at any time. Anytime. Okay. Other insiders can find that William can be an emotional character who is, on occasion, difficult to handle. See how they tell on themselves? See? See how they tell on themselves? I mean, they just tell on themselves, right? Because I guarantee you, Prince William probably called up Jabba and gave him advice on how to describe him, right? And he didn't realize that he was telling on himself. I love it. I love it. Yeah, it does. It makes him look like a ticking time bomb. Boom. Okay. That's right. Sounds like a bully to me. I absolutely agree. Sounds like a bully to me. So who's the real bully? Okay. Who's the real bully? Thank you. Right? Sounds like somebody needs some counseling. I agree. I absolutely agree. Thank you. Thank you. Psychotic, neurotic. Absolutely. Absolutely. Church Nelly, you on a roll. Unstable, unable. I don't know how many of you guys in the chat are on Twitter, but and I don't want to spend too much time on these guys, but excuse me. Those two were at some program together. And let me tell you, the looks that he gives her, that marriage, mm, many red flags in that marriage. Okay. I'm not going to act like I know what's going on. And, I don't really want to do the same things that they do to Mary, that they do to Harry and Meghan. But mm, the way he glares at her, and I'm sorry, but when he glares at her, the way he looks at her, she looks like a deer in headlights to me. You know what I'm saying? A lot of red flags. A lot of red flags in that marriage. You know, interesting. So when news comes out that the House of Cambridge is splitting, come back to this slide right here. Okay? All I'm saying is there's red flags in that marriage. And I'm not necessarily saying, anything about physical abuse or anything like that. Okay? Because I have no idea. All I'm saying is that there's red flags. The way he glares at her. Sometimes I'm serious. Sometimes he looks like he's disgusted with her. Okay, I'm just saying. Okay, and you know. Anyway. Moving on. But don't be surprised if the House of Cambridge splits. All right, squaddies. Now we're gonna move on and continue to have fun. I don't want to stay on this subject too long, but I gotta talk about it. I gotta talk about it because it's funny as hell to me. I know, and I know that you know that I know that you know about tomfoolery, right? Usually I don't talk about him on this podcast. Well, actually, I have talked about him a couple times. I'm lying now, but I know that you guys have heard about tomfoolery, right? Wow. You know, it really is about projection, right? Isn't it? Isn't it about projection, right? They're belly aching and they're complaining that Harry and Meghan are going to make a circus of the Queen's Platinum Jubilee. But what are they doing? What are they getting ready to do? Right? What's Dan? What's his name? Dan Wooten? Whatever his name is. From what is it, GB News? What is he getting ready to do? I mean, that man, one thing about that man, Dan, he is obsessed with Harry and Meghan. Jesus. I mean, he talks about them every day on a news channel. That's supposed to be a news channel. and he talks about them every day, very passionately. But what is Danny Boy doing? He's going to take the Duke of Mexico to the Platinum Jubilee. Wow. He's actually going to take the Duke of Mexico to the Platinum Jubilee, hoping that he can meet Prince Charles and Queen Elizabeth. You can't make this shit up. You really honestly can't, right? You can't make this shit up. I mean, they are the gift that keeps on giving. Here they are writing all these articles about how, Harry and Meghan are going to make a circus of the Queen's Platinum Jubilee. But yet, here this fool, Dan, I think it's Wooten, from GB News, is going to take the Duke of Mexico to the Platinum Jubilee, making a circus out of the Queen's Platinum Jubilee. That's what he's doing. See, they can't think straight, right? Their hatred or their obsession. I mean, personally, I don't think Dan hates Harry and Meghan. I don't. I think he's in love with Harry. Okay, and he despises Meghan because Meghan took his fantasy. That's what I think, me personally. And there's nothing wrong with that. I have no issues with people's sexuality, and I don't even know if he's gay, but that's just what I sense. That's just what I feel, right? That he's so butthurt that Meghan done took his man away, his man crush, and that's why he talks about them every day. But this buffoonery here is it's funny as hell. Okay? I don't understand how come they don't see that they're the ones that are actually going to make a circus out of the Queen's Platinum Jubilee. The Duke of Mexico. I mean, this is crazy. And, shout out to the squatty. I don't know who, but shout out to the squatty who came up with Duke of Mexico. And shout out to the excuse me, to the squatty that did the first Photoshop pictures. Okay. This picture right here that you see on your screen, if you're looking at your screen, this is courtesy of Special K Thoughts. This is an original by Special K Thoughts. Okay. I thought I did a pretty good job. But see, what tomfoolery here with the Duke of Mexico is doing here is he's practicing. Okay. He's practicing to be excuse me. He's practicing to be in the Queen's Platinum Jubilee. That's what he's doing. And he got hungry. He got hungry, so he had to get him a plate of chicken. Okay. He had to get him a plate of chicken. So this right here, this Photoshop picture of the Duke of Mexico is courtesy of Special K Thoughts. Okay. Oh, here's another one. Okay. Here's another one. All right. And you know what? This picture right here, I wouldn't be surprised if the Duke of Mexico actually called the Daily Mail and staged this photo. I got a feeling that he called the Daily Mail and he staged this photo. But he was still hungry, and he told the photographer from the Daily Mail, "Hey, you're gonna have to take this picture with me eating this chicken, okay? Because this plate of chicken ain't going nowhere because I'm hungry." Okay, so I guess the photographer from the Daily Mail cooperated and said, all right, Duke of Mexico, you could keep the plate of chicken on your lap, and we'll go ahead and take the pictures. Okay, so they were able to work that out. They worked that out. All right. It's so funny because now I can't wait to the Platinum Jubilee. Okay, I can't wait. I might watch it now. Oh, I can't believe how they don't see that they're making a mockery of the queen. I mean, they pound on their chest every day about how much they respect the queen, but yet they're doing some foolishness like this, thinking that they're going to hurt Harry and Meghan. I love it. I love it. Okay, because Thomas and friends, they are going to bring the circus to town, baby. Okay, they bringing the circus to the Platinum Jubilee, courtesy of Dan. Is it Wooten of GB News? Is it GB News? Courtesy of him. I mean, you talk about a liability issue, okay? Because he is not in good health. First of all, I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't make it. Okay, that man is not in good health. He's not. I mean, what if he strokes out while he's over there? Like, seriously. I mean, he's not in good health. And that will all be on Dan Wooten. That will be all on their watch. They will be the ones that'll be responsible for that if something happens to that man. Not that I care, because I think he's a son of a bitch. I do. I can't stand him. But I'm taking this time to make fun of him. Okay. Because this foolishness is just lovely. It's wonderful, isn't it? Isn't it wonderful? And speaking of the Duke of Mexico, right? Speaking of the Duke of Mexico, okay, his clown ass clown other daughter. Y'all heard about that? Y'all heard about that ratchet bitch? Boy, I'm really going off tonight. But you guys heard about her? Her attorney dropped her as a client. Her attorney was like, shit, I'm out of here. Her attorney was like, forget this bullshit, right? And I knew there was a reason why she was quiet. Okay, because Scammy, she had been quiet for a minute, right? All of a sudden, Scammy disappeared, right? She disappeared. Vamoose, gone, right? She disappeared, went back into her rabbit hole. Okay. Why? Because her attorney dumped her ass. Why? Because she doesn't have a lawsuit. Excuse me, because she doesn't have a lawsuit, right? That's right. Dropped her ass like a hot potato, right? Kicked her ass to the curb. What goes around comes back around. It really, really does. What goes around comes back around. Okay. So anyway, I hope that the Duke of Mexico has safe travels to the Queen's Platinum Jubilee. I hope that he's on that balcony. And I hope he really does have a good time. I really, really do. Now, when it comes to Harry and Meghan, they can do what they want to do. It's their decision as to whether they go to the Platinum Jubilee or not. Okay. Me personally, I prefer that they not go. Okay. But if they go, that's on them. Okay. And excuse me, I just burped. But if they go, I hope we don't see them. I do. I hope we don't see them. I hope that if they go, that they basically just participate in the private family stuff. I really, honestly do not want to see Harry and Meghan on that balcony with their children. I don't. I don't want to see their children get monetized like that. I don't. Because, oh my God, they will use those kids. It'll be all about their children. So You know, excuse me. If they go, please, Harry and Meghan, don't be on the balcony with your children. But that's their decision. That's their decision. Okay, those are their kids. That's their decision. So that's my thoughts on that. But I really do. I'm serious. I hope the Duke of Mexico goes. I hope he gets a chance to meet the Queen. I hope he gets a chance to meet Prince Charles. I hope he can give Mama Lena a big bear hug. I hope he can give Baldy a high five. And I just hope that the royal family welcomes him with open arms. I really do. I hope that they welcome him with open arms. I do. Make it a family affair. So what do you guys think in the chat? Yeah, I see a lot of people who are saying that they hope that they don't go. Oh, really? Ugh. Huh. She probably was. Donna, she probably was. There's no telling. One thing about that shit show is never gonna go away. It's not. It's never gonna go away. Special K, what are you drinking? I am drinking a Heineken. Yep. I hope they don't go too. I agree, Maggie. I hope they don't go. But if they go, that's their decision. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. That wouldn't that be wonderful if they did that, Carolyn? If they go cover the kid's face like Michael Jackson did with his kids. I absolutely agree. Cover them up. Cover their faces up. Wouldn't that piss? Ooh, ooh, that would piss them British moo off. The British press, oh, they would be so pissed. They I think that they would literally stroke out if Harry and Meghan did that. They would literally stroke out. If Harry and Meghan went and they had their kids' faces covered up. Oh, now that would be a classic move. It really, really would be. All right, moving on. Tomfoolery, Duke of Mexico. I hope you have a really good time. I really, really do. Smooches. All right. I know you guys heard this news. Boy, we're going down a rabbit hole during this episode, aren't we? But I had to talk about it because it's wonderful news. It's wonderful news. Isn't it? Piggy Morgan's top TV ratings plummet while Sharon Osbourne's show drops to just 10,000 viewers. Now, isn't that just excellent news? Isn't it? I mean, that deserves a hand clap, right? A hand clap, thumbs up, roses, flowers, people dancing in the streets. Piggy Morton. I said Piggy Morton. I meant Piggy Morgan. Oh, Canada's in the house. Welcome, welcome, welcome. But isn't that just lovely news? Thank you. It's the best news of the week. Think about it, squatties. Like, seriously, think about it. This man, right? This blowhard, right? He's been advertising his show for the past, what, 2, 3 months. Okay. And the way he's been advertising it is by trashing Meghan, right? Trashing Meghan, making it all about him and free speech. That is what the advertising has been. Meghan, 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 Meghan. Meghan, 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 she canceled me. Meghan, 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 she complained about me. Meghan, 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 the woke duchess. This is her fault. She canceled me. She got me fired. When we all saw in real time that his three chin, two stomach ass walked out. Okay, but it's all Meghan's fault. Okay, he's been pounding his chest, advertising this show all around Meghan. And look what ended up happening. He didn't even get a million viewers, right? If I'm correct about that, he didn't even get a million viewers his first night. Oh, like somebody said in the chat, this is the best news all week. Okay, this is horrible for him. I mean, no matter how much you slice it and dice it, you could smack it up, flip it, rub it down. But this is an epic failure for him, Piggy. Epic failure. Epic proportions. How much was his contract? Wasn't his contract like a multi-million dollar contract? Think about what the advertisers are thinking. I mean, that was just money down the drain. His advertisers are probably like, what the hell? But you know what? That's what they get. That's exactly what those advertisers get. That's exactly what Murdoch gets. Okay. History shows that this man does not do well with an American audience. He just doesn't. Okay. I don't know if they show this in the UK. I'm pretty sure that they do. But he does not do well with an American audience. And what did this fool do? He has Trump. He has MAGA on his show. He thought he scored it big having Trump on his show. And this just goes to his ego. He thought that he can come at Trump, you know, and Trump was going to take it. I guess that's what he thought. To be honest, I'm not too sure what he thought. But he made a major mistake trying to play Trump like that. Okay? That shows how big his ego is. You can't play Trump like that and make Trump look like a fool and then think that MAGA is going to support you. He is past dumb. Piggy is past dumb. And then I've been hearing all he talks about is the Duchess. That's all he talks about. And Sharon. Let's talk about Sharon's old crackhead ass. Okay? She thought that she won. Right? She thought, hey, I got my own talk show. I'm gonna show those blackies. I'm gonna show those blackies that I never needed them, and I can do this on my own. And I got my own talk show, and I could be on my talk show still, showcasing my fragility tears, and people are gonna back me up. This chick barely got 10,000 views, and she on TV crying, talk about crying because she got news that Ozzy Osbourne got COVID. Bitch, is you crazy? Are you serious right now? We supposed to feel sorry for you because Ozzy Osbourne got COVID? Are you serious? The Ozzy Osbourne? This is the same dude that bit off the heads of bats. Okay? Gil asks, thank you for the donation. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Because it allows me to talk shit. But seriously though, like was Sharon drunk? Is that why she was crying? We're talking about thank you. Is Ozzy Osbourne still living? Is Ozzy Osbourne still living? Okay, but we're talking about a man who done bit the heads off of bats. He done drank cow's blood. Okay, and she crying because he got COVID. And then she said, didn't she tell Piggy that she got death threats defending him? That bitch is lying. She didn't get no damn death threats. I don't believe her. She lying. She didn't get death threats. Don't nobody care about Sharon Osbourne that much. Okay. I said it and I'll say it again. I don't believe her. They quick to say that they don't believe the Duchess about her suicidal thoughts. Well, I don't believe Sharon Osbourne that she got death threats. Just like we didn't believe what's the girl's name? Camel Toe. Just like we didn't believe Camel Toe when she talked about the Sexual Squad. You know, sent her death threats. She was lying too. Okay, but Karma is a mofo, isn't it? Isn't Karma a mofo? And I know there's gonna be some people in the chat who are like, "Why are you spending so much time on these people?" But come on now, this is great news, squaddies. This is great news. Okay, as much as Piggy goes after the Duchess, and this is what happens. How in the hell do you have 7.9 million Twitter followers and you can't even get a million people to watch your show? All that money. He's going to get canceled. And I can't wait. I can't wait till he gets canceled. It's going to be a lovely thing. Okay? Lovely thing. Hand clap. Best news all week. Piggy Morton. Why do I keep on saying Morton? Piggy Morgan. Epic failure. Your TV show is a bust. It's a bust. Cancel. Don't nobody give two FFs about you. People are getting sick and tired if you always talking about the Duchess. People don't care that your little feelings were hurt. People don't care. And then you really messed up when you went after MAGA. I mean, that was the dumbest move ever, right? That just didn't make no sense to me why he did that. That's just crazy. But anyway, Sharon Osbourne, how about you take your tired ass home and just stay there and take care of your husband? Okay? Just take your tired ass home and take care of Ozzy. Oh, this is killing me. Ozzy is still living. Yeah, he's still living. It's it is hard to believe that he's still living because the way he walks around and the way he looks, right? I mean, he look like he's on knocking on death's bed, right? He really, really does. Was he? Wow, that's unfortunate about Ozzy. To be honest, I think Ozzy Osbourne is a very talented person. And he's a rock god. I give him his flowers. He's a rock god. He is. He's a rock god. Okay, I couldn't tell you no songs that he sang or anything, but I've heard some of his music, and I know a little bit about his journey, and he's a rock god. He's a living legend, you know. But Sharon Osbourne, she can miss me with that bullshit. Did he? I believe it. But back in them days, they did stuff like that. That was what they were known for. Those guys used to party hard back in them days. Okay, the Ozzy Osbourne days, and like the Motley Crue days, and stuff like that. Those guys partied hard back in those days. Okay, I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys in the chat have no idea what I'm talking about, but those guys used to party down. Okay, so it's amazing that he is still alive. I mean, that's amazing that he's still here. Okay, it really really is. But anyway, great news. I'm happy. Piggy Morton. I don't know why I keep on calling him Morton. Piggy Morgan. I mean, can you imagine the conversation that he's having with his wife at home? Wow. That's just lovely. Lovely. No, no, you didn't, Bright Eyes. Ozzy, you can't understand words coming out of his mouth just like Humbelina. That is so funny. Booze that watched, yeah. I remember I was watching this rock documentary and he was in it. And but it wasn't him. There was some other rocker that had pills, and he had a bottle of Jack Daniels, and he took the pills, and he was drinking the bottle of Jack Daniels, and he was just acting crazy, and his mother was sitting next to him, and she was just looking at him, shaking her head. I don't know what documentary that was, but that was just crazy. He looks like he came back from the dead 5,000 years. Oh my gosh, I got this cough. I need to do something about this cough. But yeah, that is so true. Uh-oh, we got somebody from New Zealand in the house. Is this true? Yeah, I need to move on. I'm giving too much time to uh those people. Katarina Kemp, are you from New Zealand? Who's ever from New Zealand, welcome to the chat. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Isn't New Zealand a Commonwealth country? The prime minister, right? They got an awesome prime minister, right? So, New Zealand, welcome to the chat. All right, guys, let's go ahead and move on. Hello, Sarah from Virginia. All right, so we are coming to an end to this podcast, but we want to end on some good news, right? We always want to end on some good news because at the end of the day, yes, there's a lot of noise, um, from across the pond about our faves, but we got to stay focused because the global world loves them some Harry and Meghan, right? And I'm not trying to say that everybody in the world loves Harry and Meghan outside of the UK. Just like I'm not trying to say that everybody in the UK hates Harry and Meghan. I'm just saying that, you know, a lot of the negativity comes from the UK, right? And it's mainly via royal cheese eating moo moo reporters, right? And then of course sometimes Sky News and and the morning talk shows that they have out there, this, that, and the other. But Globally, people get Harry and Meghan. They understand them. They know that they're not struggling. They know that they are paving their own way and they have no problems with it. Right? So I wanted to highlight this. I saw this on Twitter. Okay. We Care Allied Healthcare Center. Okay. They say, Happy Friday, everybody. It's almost the weekend. So take time for yourself and remember what Meghan Markle said. Okay. Now, We Care Allied Health Center, guess what country they're from? Okay. It is not the United States. Good night, Church Nelly. We'll see you next Friday. Thanks for joining us in the chat. All right. We Care Allied Health Center. Giving Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, a shout out. Guess what country they're from? Okay. Guess what country they're from? Oh, we got somebody from the chat from Germany. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay. We Care Allied Health Center. I'll read it again. They say, Happy Friday, everyone. It's almost the weekend, so take time for yourself and remember what Meghan Markle said. Okay. And what they quote is when Meghan said, We just need to be kinder to ourselves. If we treated ourselves the way we treat our best friend, can you imagine how much better off we would be? Okay. So this healthcare center is quoting the Duchess of Sussex, and they put up a nice, pretty picture of her on their Twitter feed. Guess where this healthcare center is from? Okay, I see people saying the UK. You tried it, but no, it's not the UK and it's not the United States. Okay. This healthcare center is from Malaysia. Okay. They are from Malaysia. Doesn't that just speak to Harry and Meghan's global mass appeal? It speaks to their global mass appeal for this healthcare center to be quoting Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, on their Twitter page, and they put up this nice, pretty picture of her. I mean, that is global impact, people. That is global mass appeal. I just love it. I love it, love it, love it. All right, next slide. Now, isn't she cute? Yeah. Wow, exactly. Malaysia. Yeah, I thought that was awesome when I saw that they were from Asia. Now, isn't this little girl cute? Isn't she a cutie? This little girl took a picture with Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, at the Invictus Games. Okay, and she went to school and she shared her photo. Now, isn't that sweet? And she is so cute. And when I was really looking at her picture, I noticed that she's got freckles. Okay, she's got cute freckles. Freckle Nation, right? So she went to school and she shared with her school that she took a picture with Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, and her primary school actually posted it on their Twitter page. Isn't that nice? It says, wow, one of our hashtag GPS class 10, I guess that's the name of the school, pupils was lucky enough to go to the Invictus Games during the Easter holidays and meet Meghan Markle. Isn't that sweet? I thought that was so sweet. Let's go back to her picture because she is so cute. Isn't that cute, Squatties? Yes. It's so adorable. Again, Global mass appeal is what I'm getting at. This is a little girl, and she was so happy that she got to meet Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, that she actually went to school and shared it with the school. Okay. And the school actually thought it was a great idea to post that on their school Twitter page. Again, global mass appeal. That shows how much people really do like Harry and Meghan, and they're not really paying attention to the noise, right? So cute. I'm so happy for her. Wish that was me. I'll just play it. All right. What are we going to do next? Okay, okay. Here is something else I wanted to share. Now, when it comes to royals, right? When it comes to royals, we usually think about, them British royals, okay? The stuffy, traditional British royals, right? When we think of royals, that's who we typically tend to think about, right? But I wanted to show you this, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys saw this. Boy, this cough is really getting me. But I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys saw this if you're on Twitter. Okay. Now check this out. I don't know if you guys saw it, but that is the royal Dutch family. Okay. That is the royal Dutch family of the Netherlands. Okay. The lady in the pink is a queen. That is a queen. The lady in the pink is a queen. She got a pink dress on and a hat. Okay. And then her husband comes out, who's the king, and then her kids come out and they're dancing with the crowd. I'm going to play that again. Now check this out. Look at that. Hear it? Look at that. I mean, I just think that is awesome. Okay. They would get an invite to the barbecue. Okay. Them Dutch royals, they would get an invite to the barbecue. Very, very modern royals. Okay. What they were doing was they were celebrating King's Day. Okay. They were celebrating King's Day with the public. Okay. And these modern royals are dancing with the public. Like I said, the lady in the pink is a queen. She's a queen. And her husband, who's the king, he comes out and he's jumping up and down, dancing, having a good old time. This is the same king that was with Prince Harry at the Invictus Games. And at the Invictus Games, he looked like he was having a great time, right? I mean, very modern, um, personable, interactive royals. Okay. You think you're going to see that at the Queen's Jubilee? Of course not. Exactly. Very down to earth family. Okay. Very down to earth. Let's see. And here's a picture of them. Look at that. That is a royal family. Look at that. Posing. I mean, they stunting. The Dutch royal family, they are stunting. Look at that queen. I can't get over the queen. I can't. I cannot get over this Dutch queen. Look at her hat. Look at that. Compare her hat to the type of hats that Queen Elizabeth wears. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna leave Queen Elizabeth alone because she's 90 something years old. Compare compare her hat to what Mumbelina wears. They sure did, didn't they, Joan? They sure did. They said, yep, they said that the British rag said that the king would snub Harry. And he didn't snub Harry. He was having a good old time with Harry. Just the laughing, having a good old time. But look at that. Look at that queen. Look at that hat. Look at that dress. Compare her to Mumbelina. How Mumbelina dresses. There's no comparison, right? There's no comparison. Look at his daughters. Look what they have on. And the one in green, I mean, she posing, honey. She got her pose on. Okay. And the king, he looks just as happy. Like I said, this is a royal family that, hey, I'd invite them to the barbecue. Compare that to this. Woo! Oh, wow. That is just diabolical. Look at that. Look at that. Bam. And you know what? I'm going to leave the queen alone because, she's in her 90s. She's very traditional, so I get it. But the airheads, y'all got to come up. You guys got to get your come up on. Not that I care, but come on now. Look at that. Compare the airheads to that. Bam. No, Reba, I'm not right. You right. I'm not right. I don't know what's wrong with me. But seriously though, look at it. Look at that. And I'm pretty sure that the king and queen, they're probably older than the airheads, right? They're probably older. But look at that. Look. Bam. Airheads, y'all got to get your come up. But see, that's why people love Harry and Meghan. Okay, I'm going to bring this back around. Okay. That's why people love Harry and Meghan, because Harry and Meghan would be doing the same damn thing that these royals do. They do the same damn thing that these royals do. They interact with people, they dance with people, right? Meghan gets her groove on with people. When she was in South Africa, she was getting her groove on, right? William and Kate, the airheads, they did not start doing that until Harry and Meghan did it. It was forced. Okay. So the king, he's 55. Okay, so he's 55. See? And William is only 40. Hey, Baron, how are you doing? Yeah, but you know what, Baron? Nobody does shade like you. All right? You are the king of shade. That's why I can't with you, because you be killing me. I be at work, you know, laughing, and I'm supposed to be working. So that's why, it's like I got to be careful when I go on Twitter and see you post something, because I might bust out laughing and everybody's looking at me like I'm crazy. Okay? Oh man, but I mean, just look at that. Mm, mm, mm. Bam! That's a damn shame. All right, guys. We are going to go ahead and end this podcast. I hope you guys had fun tonight. I appreciate you guys joining me on Success Talk. Um, Again, in leaving and closing, um, just keep in mind, Harry and Meghan, they'll be just fine. They are thriving. They are living their lives the way they want to. They're successful, and we're all just so happy for them. And we're all going to be here to support them in everything that they do. Well, not everything. I mean, but again, I want to end this on a high note, of course. But I really do hope that they are not on that balcony. I do, but um, we'll see what happens at the Queen's Jubilee. But I'm looking forward to that. I really, really am. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and end this podcast. I appreciate you guys joining me. Uh, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button if you are not a subscriber. Please go ahead and subscribe. This is Megan's World podcast, and on Friday nights we do Success Talk. For those of you who joined us in the live chat for the first time, or just joined us and you are not in the live chat, we try to do these live podcasts every Friday, and we do them at 8 p.m. Eastern Time with Special K Thoughts. Let's see. Does anybody in the chat have any questions or anything? I know it's getting late where some of you squatties are at. All right. So again, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. You can follow us on Twitter, Megan's World Podcast on Twitter. We are on Instagram. On Instagram, we are called Megan, Duchess of Advocacy World Podcast. We're also on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. All right. So it's time for us to do our rebel yell. Let's get thumbs up. Let's get flowers going. Let's get hand claps going because we are getting ready to do our rebel yell. All right. Continue to wear the SS on your chest because we are the best. Good night, squatties. Stay safe and do not forget to hydrate and no bad energy. Good night, guys.